Okay, today we are going to simplify square roots. By the end of the day, we're going to simplify square roots and be able to estimate the answer, and we're also going to be able to find the exact answers. Just a quick reminder of what a square root is. A square root is the opposite of multiplying a number by itself. Let's take 3 squared, for example. 3 squared is 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So if I were to ask for the square root of 9, the square root of 9 would be 3. Just another thing I want us to be aware of, square roots have 2 possible square roots. For example, we just did 3, now we do negative 3. Negative 3 squared is negative 3 times negative 3, which also equals 9. The negatives cancel out. So we have square root of 9 can also be equal to negative 3. So if I just ask for the square root of 9, it could be 3 or negative 3, and we can write that as plus or minus 3. There are actually 2 square roots of it. In general, we're just going to look at the positive square root for right now. Just know the actual square root is plus or minus. But if not asked for the negative one or both of them, just assume we're going to look at the positive one. So let's do an example. I'm going to go over here. We're going to look at the square root of 64. The square root of 64 is 8, because if I take 8 times 8, I get you 64. That's 8 squared. So the square root of 64 is 8. I have another one over here. 121. This is 11. Okay, so we had gotten the square root of 121 is 11. I also want to look at trying to find the square root of a negative number. As we're looking up here, the square root of 9 could also be negative 3. There is no way to make a number or have a square root where you can multiply two numbers that are the same and get a negative, because if we multiply a positive times a positive, it is going to be a positive answer. Remember, they have to be the same when we multiply them. If we multiply a negative times a negative, it is also going to be a positive. So there is no square root of a negative number.